The next one on the list, I have not tried, okay? But it's gonna be an honorable mention because not only have I heard a lot of good things about it, hey guys, welcome back, welcome back. I really appreciate it. I appreciate all the subbies and all the newbies. That's everybody checking me out for the very first time, just in case you didn't know. Newbies, that's everybody new checking me out. I really appreciate you coming by, peeking in, seeing what's going on. Come on in here, come on in, come on in. Have a seat, relax. We're going to chit chat just for a little bit. Won't take too long, okay? You know how I said that this year, we're starting off the year really good, okay? We are going to be consistent with our regimens. We are going to get good products in our regimen, and we're going to implement those things together. Combine those things together and have a very good outcome. So a very good regimen as a result. So with that being said, I wanted to be sure that most of us were on the same page. A lot of us have found the right products. And just as a little sidebar, just to let you know, you can see the surroundings, and those who are familiar know that where I am now, it may be a little noisy. There may be a little noise here and there, but I'm hoping you can focus in on me, focus in on the words that are coming out of my mouth, okay? And we're just going to keep it moving, all right? All right. So, like I said, so in the beginning of this year, you know, I said that we are really going to hunker down. We're going to start off this new year with a new point of view for some of us, but we're really going to hunker down on this regimen. We want our regimen to be A+. And so for our regimen to be A+, we want A+ products, okay? Products that are really working for us so that our regimen can be A++ across the board. So with that being said, some of us have found our products, okay? We have our holy grails. Our holy grails are, that's basically a term which means the products that you know and that you love and that your hair loves. They are your steadies. They are the one and onlys. These are the products that really are your staples, okay? So when we say holy grails, we mean staples. These are the ones that for when you found them, the search was over, okay? You are sticking to them. So the search was over once you found these products. So that's what Holy Grail means. And some of us haven't found those Holy Grails yet. So with that being said, this is going to be dedicated to those who haven't found the right shampoos. We're going to focus in on shampoos today. Because what we're going to do is we're going to work our way through parts of the regimen. Today we're starting with shampoos. Okay, so the shampoos, for those who haven't found their holy grails yet, for those who may be searching, think that their products are just okay, but they want spectacular, you know, they want more than okay, because we shouldn't just be dealing with okay. We should be dealing with products that really knock our socks off, okay, and get our hair together, and where there's no guessing, there's no heavy lifting by us, because the products should do all the heavy lifting because of how good they are. So with that being said, today we're going to go over some shampoos, and I am going to focus in on moisturizing shampoos because textured hair, especially relaxed hair or hair that has chemicals in it, and even the naturals, you know, we want to focus in on moisture for a lot of us, because whether it's because of the chemicals or because of the nature of our strands, the texture of our strands, which leads it to be a little drier. Whether it's one of the two or a combination, moisture really does the hair good. So with that being said, I'm going to focus in on those shampoos that really do well with moisture as far as imparting moisture to the strands. Some of them you may be familiar with because you know that they're part of my regimen. They're a holy grail of mine. So I'm just going to, you know, just run through those really quickly and just mention those. But I do have some mentions as far as those that I have tried, okay? I may no longer use them, but I did like them when I was using them. So they made the list. as well as some honorable mentions. I say honorable because I've heard so many good things about them, even though I haven't tried them. Okay, I haven't personally tried them, but my interest would be piqued to try them if I didn't have my holy grails. So if I wasn't using and found my holy grails that I have now, then I would be looking at these and maybe trying these that I'm about to mention as well, because they've gotten good reviews. So with that being said, let's get right to it. You already know number one for me, okay? For me, hydrating shampoo, the best one that I know of is Keracare. Keracare hydrating shampoo. I know you've heard lots of people talk about it. Keracare as a hair line. It's made by Avalon. The hairline overall is a very good hairline. There's lots to pick and choose from that you really can't go wrong with. I basically stick to the hydrating shampoo. Tried a couple other things from their line, but that hydrating shampoo just got me. It grabbed me, it got me, and it's not letting me go, and I ain't letting it go. So the Keracare hydrating shampoo, very good, very hydrating, highly recommend. It's a part of my staple, it's a part of my regimen, and you know that I like to use the hydrating shampoo when I relax my hair, because that's the time when you really want to up the notch on the hydration, on the moisturization, if you will, after you relax, because the whole chemical process can leave your hair a little drier. We don't like dry around here. We like moisture, not dry. So that really does it for me. So that's number one. Number two, I like Paul Mitchell Awapui shampoo. Again, Paul Mitchell, great line. He goes a couple of different avenues as far as different lines that address different things. He has the skinny line, which I had tried before. It was pretty good, but I like his Awapui better. The Awapui shampoo is very moisturizing. And again, I use this on relaxer day. So when I go to relax my hair, again, all those who are initiated, who have seen and heard me talk about relaxing my hair, I basically use that in lieu of a neutralizing shampoo. I find neutralizing shampoos to be dry and harsh, but the Awapui by Paul Mitchell, perfect. It gives me perfect moisture, doesn't weigh my hair down, and it's the perfect complement to the chemical services of, you know, relaxing my hair. Okay, so that's what I like to use. You guys already know that. Those top two are Keracare and Paul Mitchell. Those are already in my arsenal, but I want to let everyone else know who may not be familiar. Now I'm going to name a couple of other ones, like I said, and I want you guys to think outside the box. Okay, I want you guys to think outside the box a little bit. Okay, so these next shampoos, you may or may not have heard of them. I know there used to be a buzz with about two of them some years ago, but I don't really hear too much about them anymore, but they're great products. These that I'm going to mention, I have used these before and I do like them. So I wanted to share this with everyone, share this with the collective, just in case you're interested. Again, if you're still looking, I'm going to mention Aveda. Okay, Aveda, A-V-E-D-A. It's a very well-known company. They do a lot of natural products. They are now vegan, and they have a lot of products under the umbrella, not only from skincare, but also hair care. They have a couple of different collections, okay, under their hair care banner. But for this video, I want to talk about their shampoo, the Aveda Sap Moss shampoo. When I was first getting serious about hair care, someone introduced, well, a friend of a friend, she was using the shampoo, and I remember her hair looked, it just smelled very good. I just liked this, like an earthy smell. And I said, oh, what are you using? So she showed me the bottle, and she basically told me that it was Aveda. Never heard of Aveda prior to, but here was my first introduction to the products. And so being that I like the way her hair turned out, I love the smell of the shampoo, I said, you know what, I'm going to try it for myself. Went down to the mall, bought a bottle, and fell in love with it. It made my hair very soft. The product itself, it looks very earthy, and I don't even know how I should explain it, but it looks natural, if that makes any sense. It looks like there's like you can see the ingredients. It looks like a natural shampoo, as if you could look down and see all the ingredients in the product, if that makes any sense. It looks like you could see the this and the bark and the sap and the this and that. It's like little dots and it's speckled, and the fragrance sort of ties into that. It's like a earthy fragrance or earthy smell. But anyway, back to how it makes your hair feel. I remember loving this product. And the only reason why I switched out of it is because I seem to have gone, every time I used it, I seem to go through it very quickly. Their bottles are a little smaller than about the average 8 ounces. I believe they come in about 6.7 ounces. And that may not sound like a huge difference, but I noticed that I was pretty much running through the bottles as far as using them. You know, I pretty much had to re-up pretty quickly, at least quicker than I had prior to being introduced to, you know, using other shampoos. But I love the product. There's nothing wrong with the product as far as my experience with it. And in fact, with most of their products, I had a very good experience because I would use the Sap Moss shampoo and I would combine it with their cherry almond conditioner, and that combination together was just, it was amazing. It was really good. My hair always felt nourished and clean, but not dry and brittle. I'm trying to remember. I don't remember it being hugely sudsy, but you knew that it was working. So I wanted to mention the Sap Moss because those who are familiar, even with some of my older videos, the one where I do a product purge, and I got to update to that too. So, but where I go through some of my old products, if you've seen it, I even bought from their Shampure line. Okay, so they have a couple of different, well, quite a few different collections, again, that address different types of hair and different needs and wants for your hair. And on top of that, again, not only are they vegan, 100% vegan now, but also they've always prided themselves, as far as their products, being petroleum, silicone, and paraben free. Okay, so all those who are looking for a more natural approach, or a natural shampoo, you know, maybe you're more interested in that. That may be something that you may want to look into as far as the company overall and the Sap Moss specifically, okay? But they do, like I said, they do have other collections that address different things, including shine and curls and curly hair and things of that sort. But I was attracted to the Sap Moss because I had firsthand interaction with it, or secondhand interaction with it, through a friend of a friend. So that's one on the list. Another one that I want to mention, which is also a natural hair company, is Giovanni's. Now, I don't hear a lot of people talk too much about Giovanni's. They're more so a drugstore brand. Not only can you find them in the drugstores, but you can also find them at natural and health stores, okay? Like the Vitamin Shop, I think they used to sell that, but you can find that not only in drugstores, but in health stores. I liked their shampoo, and the shampoo that I used of theirs that was moisture driven, it's called Smooth as Silk, okay? Smooth as Silk. So Giovanni Smooth as Silk. I loved this shampoo as well. It was very moisturizing. Didn't have any problems with, you know, it being a drugstore shampoo and treating your hair like a drugstore shampoo. You know, sometimes when you go a little cheaper as far as the price, that sometimes, not all the times, sometimes translates into cheaper as far as the product and how it affects your hair. But this wasn't the case, at least this wasn't the case for me using their product. I loved it, had no problem with it. Again, it was readily available just about at any drugstore that I went to in my area. And I heard about this on the hair boards because, again, a long time ago, people were talking about their serum. You know, a lot of people like their serum, and a lot of people were trying to get into the natural products, and they are natural. They pride themselves on being natural and combining science with beauty. They pride themselves on being salon caliber type of hair care line. And although I haven't tried everything of theirs, I can say that the Smooth as Silk is smooth as silk. It made my hair smooth as silk. It really made it feel soft. Again, I didn't have any problems with it being dry or having any type of adverse reaction to it as far as my hair. I enjoyed it. I think at that time, I had only tried the shampoo, but I was looking into some of their other things. And again, they have different products that address different things. They have a tea tree shampoo and conditioner. And they have a leave-in conditioner that is really, it was really talked about a long time ago, but I don't really hear too much about it anymore. So those are two that I wanted to mention, the Aveda and the Giovanni's. They're oldies but goodies as far as chit chat and buzz amongst the hair community, but I wanted to bring them back into the fold because they're very good products. They have very good products, and it may be something that you might want to check out. The Aveda, the Giovanni, they're natural, they're both vegan. If you're into that or just want to try something new, you may want to put that on your list. Okay, so next, hope you have your pens and papers and your dictaphones or whatever you need to record this, so that just in case you're looking for these products or looking for a good shampoo, I want you to remember, I want you to be able to check these things out. Okay, the next one on the list I have not tried, okay? But it's going to be an honorable mention because not only have I heard a lot of good things about it, but I see a lot of hairstylists or salons use this line of shampoos. Now, I already use or have their serum, okay? So my interest again is piqued as far as the entire line. So I may try a sample here and there because, yeah, I'm still a little curious. I have my holy grails though. But I've heard a lot of good things about it. And that's the Moroccan Oil Moisture Repair Shampoo. I don't hear a lot of people talk about it, but when they do, they offer up good reviews, a good report on these products or on this shampoo. And like I said, a couple of people that I've even seen on Instagram, professional stylists and hairstylists, you can sort of see it in the background, okay? So I said, oh, well, it must be halfway decent, you know, because I do like the serum. But that may be something you want to check out. Moroccan Oil, that entire line is infused with argan oil, okay? So that may pique your interest or may intrigue you right then and there. And the Moisture Repair Shampoo, I heard smells as good as it looks, as good as it feels, as good as it leaves your hair, okay? So I wanted to mention that. And two more, okay? So I talked about Dudley's. I mentioned Dudley's as far as my styling lotion substitutions, okay? So in that video, I wanted to sort of follow up on that because a couple of you guys responded to that and said, hey, I love Dudley's products. They're pretty good. So I said, you know what? I've heard that about it. I said that in the video. I'm going to mention it here again. Honorable mention, never used any of their products, but I've heard so many good things about it. And you can find a lot of their products at the beauty supply stores, but they have a moisturizing shampoo as well. And one other that I want to mention is ORS, okay? I haven't used anything from ORS. I know a lot of girls here on the YouTube use ORS almost exclusively, okay? As far as relaxer, shampoo, conditioner, boom, 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 la, la, la. Everything from the line. So I'm going to mention them. I haven't used anything from their line, but a lot of people seem to like it, especially their moisturizing shampoo. They have a moisturizing shampoo or hydrating shampoo as well. And for all those who aren't familiar with the company, ORS stands for Organic Root Stimulator. And a lot of their products focus in on or are infused with olive oil. That's their main focus. So I'm going to give them an honorable mention, meaning got a lot of good reviews. You may want to check it out. They're readily available again at the beauty supply stores, including I think Sally Beauty sells them. So if you're on the lookout for a hydrating shampoo, you may want to check that out as well. Again, I have not bought anything from their line, but I've heard good stuff. Okay. So I wanted to mention these things. Again, I want all of us to get on the same page so we can all start from the same point as far as the starting gate, and all of us sort of get a nice head start, and all of us get our footing around the same time. Again, I wanted to mention those shampoos, okay? And there are more, but I wanted to mention these five outside of the two that you know are my studies, that are my holy grails. You already knew about those two, but I wanted to give you 5 more to sort of, you know, look into. Again, if you're curious, if you're still looking, I want all of us to be armed, all of us to have the right arsenal in our regimen so that we can attack this whole year and have the hair that we want, okay? So this may help a few of you guys out. And again, if anybody has any other suggestions, please let us all know down below, okay? We share around here. We definitely share. So if you have anything else that you may want to mention, someone even mentioned the line Kerastase, okay? And I want you guys, again, to think outside the box. Some of these products may be a couple of more dollars, but you're worth it. They may be, you know, more on the high end side, but you're worth it, especially if nothing else has worked. It's definitely worth a try. So you may want to check them out. And some of those you maybe have been familiar with, but just maybe have been a little too timid to maybe try it out. And you just figure, I'm just going to stick with this. Try it out. Some of these places give out samples. I know that Sally Beauty sometimes have little packets of samples of some of the shampoos. And you never know. Because once you get that holy grail, honey, it is over, okay? You are off and running. So I wanted to start with that. We're going to build this regimen. We are going to help each other build the proper regimen so that we can get the gorgeous hair that we always wanted, the gorgeous hair that we deserve. Rooter to the tutor, okay? Rooter to the tutor. So we are going to have the hair that we want. Today, we're focusing in on the shampoos, the moisturizing shampoos specifically. And we'll get into some other stuff, don't you worry. But today, it's going to be the moisturizing shampoos. So I'm hoping you were able to get something out of it. And again, if you have anything to add, please let us know down below, okay? So that wasn't too bad, right? We were in and out, okay? So I want to thank you so much for dialing in and showing up. I really do appreciate it. I really do. And yeah, we'll be back talking about some more stuff. So you make sure you come on back for that because you already know. It's going to be the same Dolce dial. It's going to be the same Dolce channel. So you know what? You better come on back. All right.